llores. Vas a llegar con...
Several recordings of migrant children separated from their parents have emerged over the last few weeks.
Shame! Shame!
And the response has been massive and angry. But a court hearing on Tuesday alleges the abuse of migrant children by U.S. authorities has been going on for years.
They handcuffed me and put a white bag of some kind over my head. They took off all my clothes and put me into a restraint chair, where they attached my hands and feet to the chair. They also put a strap across my chest. They left me naked and attached to the chair for 2.5 days, including at night.
That is one of many accounts of life at the Shenandoah Valley Juvenile Center in Virginia. Sworn testimony recounts routine verbal and physical assault by staff and days of nude solitary confinement in freezing concrete cells. These children weren't convicted of any crimes. They say they were fleeing violence in their home countries. Their lawyers say they were subjected to malicious and sadistic applications of force, both physical and psychological. The center denies the charges. Since the Obama administration, Latin American boys and girls, 12 and up, accused of being a gang member, await a hearing in facilities like these. We don't know if any children separated from their parents in recent weeks have been sent here. But a manager at Shenandoah says many children are falsely accused.
The youth were being screened as gang-involved individuals, and then when they came into our care, and they were assessed by our clinical and case management staff, they weren't necessarily identified as gang-involved individuals.
In fact, aid groups say these are simply children traumatized by violence in their home countries, the reason they sought asylum in the U.S., and that once at Shenandoah, they are traumatized further. Lawyers say that information children give to social workers and medical staff is used to determine whether to send them to facilities like Shenandoah. For example, a child expressing fear of gang violence may be classed as a gang member.
It is very troubling that whatever they tell their social worker or their caseworker is not staying within that confidentiality, and the child is trusting that caseworker, and it is very troubling when that information is being shared outside of the scope of why that caseworker and social worker is helping that child.
Only a fraction of the some 12,000 migrant children in the care of the U.S. government end up at facilities like this, but it's hoped concern for children separated from parents will lead to a wider review of the treatment of all migrant children held by U.S. authorities. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, the Shenandoah Valley, Virginia.